So here I am at the spot where Lavoy Finicum was shot dead after a bit of a pilgrimage to get here. You can still kind of hear his voice echoing, "Just shoot me! Shoot me!" As I was driving out here, I was listening to some Amy Winehouse, drinking some coffee, thinking about, as I got closer to this site, how as I was 10 minutes away, that when Lavoy was 10 minutes away, he had 10 minutes left to live. And if he had known that, would he have done anything different? So I imagine the scenario where a guardian angel of sort, let's consider it a intervening ghost, came to him, pulled him out of the truck, and pulled him out of the snow, and they were walking through the Oregon high desert rangeland. And the ghost was Amy Winehouse. You know, why not? And she told Lavoy that if he remained true to his character, he was going to be dead in 10 minutes. And she explained to him how, in this scenario, he was actually the bad guy. How she's British and she understands the US Constitution better than he does. And how the Bundys are just a bunch of deadbeats. They aren't anyone to be respected. They just didn't feel like paying their grazing fees. There was no principle behind it. They were cheap. Lavoy was irritated for many reasons, not the least of which is that Amy Winehouse was his guardian angel. But it was Amy because Amy remained true to her character too, and it cost her her life. If she'd had somebody come to her in her last few days, "Nell, stay here," maybe she would have lived. So Lavoy had that chance. And after a nice walk, and they shared a little picnic there on a nice summer day in the high desert. "Nell, come back!" Hang on. All right. So, nice picnic lunch was shared. They discussed the choices Lavoy had made in his life, people he'd chosen to follow, and what was going to happen if he remained true to his character. He'd be a martyr, and misguided people would continue to believe the same kind of crap he gave his life for. So he had the chance to think it over and make a different choice and actually be on the right side of an issue. And then it slowly turned to winter, and Lavoy found himself back in the pickup truck with his random assortment of hooligans back from the Malheur. And all of a sudden, he was getting pulled over by state troopers. And the story continues. And as we all know, Lavoy ran the roadblock. He parked where my truck is parked right now. And the trooper that shot him was hiding back here not far from where I am. And as Lavoy jumped out of his truck, a couple of shots went off. He wasn't hit. The FBI fired a couple of random rounds to scare him. And he did remain true to his character. He was shouting, "Shoot me! Shoot me!" He wanted to be the martyr that Amy had described to him. And they weren't shooting. And then he heard Amy's voice, "Lavoy, no!" And he whipped around in the snow and saw her standing there. "Lavoy, no!" And he wanted to be a martyr. So while he's looking Amy in the eye, he reached for his gun. Amy faded away, and there was a state trooper standing there with his gun drawn and shot Lavoy right between the eyes. Nell, come on, Nell.